Hey guys, hope you're good. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
You changed,
I did. I changed. You changed too. You look much better without that weird looking shirt you had on.
but I don't look much better like this.
Oh my gosh, Bill.
This is what happens when you don't have access to your own glasses and your wife shares hers with you.
Doesn't Bill look cute? When I first saw those glasses, I literally thought maybe like you were gonna kind of come out today with new pronouns or something.
No, it's Elton John Resemblance Week. That's what it is. But hey, we hope you're doing good. We're talking this week about trajectory for 2021.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be?
Because the year's halfway over. Can you believe it?
No, I really
Can you
can't.
believe it? We'll get to the All-Star break here pretty soon, and then of course the Astros will be. By the way, did you realize the Astros beat the Red Sox this season 5 out of 7 games?
But we scored more runs over that period, so we're the better team.
So you get a participation trophy for runs scored, most runs scored for a team that didn't make it.
Mike Jones, comment below and let him know that me scoring more runs than he means we better than they.
Let's go with that, Bill. Where do you want to be in 2020? You know, Bill, one of the things we've talked about is just how important it is to envision and to realize, you know, I want God to take me somewhere, and I've got some things I want God to do that I'm praying that God would do this year. How do we get there?
Personally, for your ministry, for the, all of us, we do have these goals, or we should.
Yeah.
And so we talked about taking stock of where we're at,
Yes.
allowing God to search our hearts and tell us where we're at, rather than being our own instincts. Today we want to talk about some of the responses to what God says, and Adam, in fact, didn't do a very good thing.
Well, so here's the thing. You know, like this morning, we were having breakfast, you and I.
Right.
And I ate a good, healthy breakfast, and then you had like extra cheese grits and like 6 eggs or something like that.
3 eggs.
Anyway, bottom line is we're having breakfast, and you asked me a question. You said, would you say that right now in your life you're at as good a place spiritually as you've ever been? And I thought about that for a brief period of time. This is a pretty easy question to answer. And the temptation would be to answer that, well, of course, because I'm always at the best place. I'm always growing. I'm always doing great because I love Jesus and all that sort of stuff. But I answered honestly, and the answer was easily no, I'm not at the best place I've ever been spiritually. Now, I'm not at the worst place either, but the temptation always, when we look at ourselves and we think, where do I want to go? Where am I at now? There's this temptation when we measure ourselves or we think about that, there's this temptation to try to put our best foot forward, to put on a mask and to make ourselves look better than we really are. And I think about the Adam story. And so God rolls in, Adam and Eve have sinned, and God rolls in and God is looking for Adam. We talked about this Monday. And God says, where are you, Adam? And Adam's first response is just, to totally deflect. Well, I hid because I was naked and afraid. And God's like, well, who friggin' told you were naked? Where does shame come from? So he presses Adam as to what's going on. And Adam immediately puts that mask on. Mm-hmm. And he pretends that what really is wrong isn't what really is wrong. And so he begins to go down this road of, well, God, there's been a problem, but it's her fault.
Yeah, shifting blame.
Yeah, he totally shifts blame. And then here's the hilarious thing. He then looks at God and said, and you know what, God? You gave her to me, therefore it's your fault. And so there's this pretending, there's this mask wearing, there's this blame shifting. And instead, we ought to just own, this is where I'm at, and I'm here because of choices that I've made. I'm here because I'm here because
whatever.
Messed up or whatever. I'm where I'm at because I've made my own choices or I've responded to situations. The bottom line is I own my part in all of that.
Yeah, I mean it's a huge thing for all of us. I remember that we talked about that day I went to jail for the 4 days I went to jail. No one in jail deserved to be there. Everyone said I'm innocent. We all shift blame. We all blame others. We all want to look as good as we can, be in the best light. You know you've lived that lie, and so have I. And what you're telling us this morning, what I'm hearing is own what God says about where you're at.
Yes.
Completely own it. so that you can now deal with it responsibly.
Absolutely.
Simple truth. You know we're hitting on a chord with you.
And tomorrow we're going to talk about how to go with that, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, it's big stuff. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Hope you have a great day. Like, share, subscribe. We love you.